I mean, I'm liking it, right?
Mm-hmm.
NFL, man, there's a lot of teams, man, with potential, bro. The Browns finally made the fucking playoffs, nigga. I didn't hear no noise about that. If the world was normal, niggas would be riding their dick.
I mean, fucking Washington made a game against the Buccaneers yesterday. You saw that one.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I was like,
I
oh,
thought they were
Brady.
about to win.
They
And
must
then,
be
and
on
then,
your
and then
ass.
Russell Wilson. Oh man, Russell Wilson did some bullshit yesterday.
What? Yeah, what the fuck happened with him?
So the Rams defense is too nice. Aaron Donald, all of them, crazy.
Yeah, Mr. Quadruple Team.
And then Jared Goff was playing with one thumb because his other thumb was fucked up. It
So
was a
I'm
weird.
guessing.
It was a
Oh,
weird day yesterday.
well, but no, the only thing I know is like I'm rooting for Lamar today, but man, Derrick Henry, man, that nigga's a fucking Mack truck, bro. That man deserves all the respect. You know what I'm saying? MVP consideration. That man is a problem, bro.
I think somebody who's playing right now. I forgot who.
Yeah, no. It's the Ravens and Titans. They're about to play.
Oh shit. Who do you think gonna win that one?
Bro, I really want Lamar to win a playoff game, bro, because like, bro, if you look at Lamar's record, like if he was a pocket passer and like maybe like a white pocket passer or something like that, niggas would not be batting their eye at. But really, like Peyton Manning, you know what I'm saying, is a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. But even he had playoff struggles, and Lamar's doing this with you know what I'm saying with a style of play that people keep saying is not effective, but. Listen, man, he's effective enough in the in the passing game to lead the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
For 1 year. So, you know what I'm saying? Like what? I think what? Well, I think it's like 20 and 2 or some crazy stat against everybody in the league except Patrick Mahomes, bro.
That's fucking crazy.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So like is he you know what I'm saying, is he bad? Or are y'all just gassing it? And the answer is
I think maybe he's
y'all
overrated a little bit, but he's not bad. I think he's bad.
we're overrated in what way? And I'm just curious.
Maybe like after last year when you still talking about Lamar, right?
Yeah.
Maybe last year when he won the MVP, everybody was just like he's a man and all this shit. But when you're 0-2 in the playoffs, it kind of is like okay, he could do it in the regular season, but after a while, the defense is gonna be compacted in. They're gonna be looking at you whenever you're running outside the pocket. They're gonna contain you, and they want you to beat you with his arm. After a while, you're just like, all right, are you like 3 dimensional or are you just 1 dimensional? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, because the thing is, like, he has, like, a lot of talent and, like, potential, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he got to, like, learn from past quarterbacks, right? Like, guys like Vic and stuff like that, right? So, and also, it's not like he has, like, a shitty arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can definitely, work on his, you know what I'm saying? He's improved his arm talent. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, his first year, he was, like, around 59%, 58%. Last year, he was around 66, and this year's, like, around 64.
Mm-hmm.
So like there've been improvements even if he dropped down. Like he didn't drop back down to 60. You know what I'm saying? He dropped down back to like 65.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? Like even in a bad year, he's still like hey, like I thought they weren't even gonna make the playoffs this year, and look what they did. And you know what I'm saying? They made it. So it's
They
like
definitely had a bad streak of the season, but they ended up making it. But I don't
so
know.
it's like yeah, like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like you know what I'm saying, I'm not delusional. Like but I'm gonna give him the fair critique that he deserves. I'm not gonna like niggas is like you see some of the criticism. Some people kind of go overboard with the the whole like Lamar Jackson thing. Like what I'm saying, I don't know if he could what I'm saying, do this, do that. But it's just like like if what I'm saying, Peyton Manning, Hall of Famer, bro. If what I'm saying, like his postseason track record isn't the cleanest, right? And y'all can give it away. Why can't y'all give a dude that what I'm saying, whooping everybody's ass except for Holmes, who's like a demigod, right? You know what I'm saying? Why can't you just give him his just like but I digress. Walter, you got any thoughts, Rudy?
And I really haven't paid to the NFL that much, so I don't know like everything that's happening.
Well, you're not watching the NFL right now?
I always be working on Sundays, so like I don't. I trying to sit there and watch all of it, and I don't really keep up with it that much because the Giants
Are
wasn't
you
doing
keeping
good
up with
until
the
the end of the
NBA right now?
season. Huh?
You keeping up with the NBA though, right?
Yeah, of course. But the NBA, it's looking shaky right now, but it's still too early, so
Yeah,
that's why like
it's shaky for the Nets right now. I don't know what's going on with them.
y'all gonna be good. y'all is too good.
We're too good, but we'd be losing some bullshit games because KD and Kyrie are out right now. I don't know.
Exactly, but remember that first Heat season? The niggas missed a whole bunch of games, still made it to the playoffs.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact. I don't know. You're right. It's only like a couple games in, maybe like 10 games in. So.
Yeah, so that's why I know the comments or adjustments for the NBA right now. I'm just watching to see who's playing nice, and that's basically
the
it.
Lakers were struggling last year a little bit, so I can't really put any stock to that.
Exactly.
Well, guess who it is?
Who?
It's you.
Oh,
What's happening? Arsenal beat Newcastle. What's happening?
well, I mean, that's the least eventful result. That was such a boring game. Did you watch? I hope you didn't watch that game. It would have bored you to tears.
No. I just thought it was over.
I couldn't watch it.
Oh, okay. It was very boring until Emil Smith Rowe came on. What a guy. I can't believe how good that guy is. Emil Smith Rowe has surprised me by how good he is, to the same degree that Willian has surprised me by how bad he is.
It's so bad, man. Why is
Oh
he
my
so
God.
bad? He wasn't
I
this
don't
bad
understand.
with Chelsea. I don't understand.
No, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't that bad at Chelsea. I don't understand. They're trying to sabotage us.
Probably his retirement home. He's just like, I'm just mailing it in. So I got my money. That's what I'm worried about Aubameyang too.
Huh?
I said that's what I'm worried about Aubameyang too. Like he doesn't mail in since he's got his big contract.
Yeah, but I think I think Aubameyang. I don't know. I have a feeling he's gonna come back. Because just before he got his contract, I mean, he couldn't have deteriorated. He couldn't have gotten 5 years old in 2 weeks. 5 years older in 2 weeks.
Yeah, because at the end of the last season, he was probably one of the most prolific strikers in the league. Crazy. Like that drop off.
Even the very beginning of this season. I'm eating, guys. That's why. Sorry.
I just want to see what Arsenal does in the transfer window, and then when Partey comes back, then I'll see like what the vision is for Arsenal and what they want to do for the season going forward.
Yeah, Partey's going to be huge. Martinelli went down again, and it doesn't look good.
He sprained something, right?
Yeah, his ankle.
He can never get a break. It's crazy.
That's ridiculous. He's our what's this guy? He's our Pulisic. Basically, right?
Yep.
Pulisic goes through the same shit. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab my charger. I'll be right back.
Copy that.
Oh, he's coming back with a charger. The storm is coming.
But yeah, fucking. I think 25, 30 games in for the Nets, then I'll see what's going on.
Weird. But nah, y'all, I don't know. When y'all are on, it's different.
Yeah, bro. Once we're clicking, nobody can stop our offense at all. Like once we're like hitting everything from three, like nobody's stopping us. And then once everybody's trying to cover us in the three, the paint is open and Jared Allen starts feasting. That's my guy right there, Jared Allen, the fro.
Yeah, he plays hard.
He took like Rudy Gobert's lunch money too. He locked that motherfucker down. He's the defensive player of the year.
I feel like he is what JaVale McGee was supposed to be.
Yeah, his basketball IQ is really good, so maybe he'll reach more to like what JaVale McGee was supposed to be.
And Levert is nice, boy.
Oh, that's
You
my
know,
guy right there. I had to pick him up in
Levert.
fantasy because John Moran got injured, and boy, the first game dropped me 70 points in fantasy. So
Yeah,
I'm
I ain't
keeping
gonna lie. I used to think he was like just low key or ass, but then I was just like, it was probably like the start of last year when I started noticing him. This guy kind of play a little bit.
his
And nah, he be balling at
his
me.
college name in Michigan was Baby Durant.
Baby, I don't even know that.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody used to call him Baby Durant because he wasn't as small. He wasn't as big, but his game was just like Durant. He'd pull up. He's very lanky. He uses his size really well.
I want to see him with his own team.
Yeah, that's a fact. Reminds me a little bit of Penny Hardaway almost. Just what I compare it to.
Nah, son is nice.
Oh my god, right there.
And LaMelo out there doing his thing. Y'all was laughing when I picked him. Y'all was laughing when I picked him in fantasy. Now you see.
I see it now. Now I see it. So you think he's gonna be the best ball brother out of everybody? Well, obviously, LiAngelo's ass.
Yeah, I have the only two we see right now. Yeah.
I don't know, man. And he plays in Charlotte too, and I can just drive there and watch a game once everything's open. Exciting. It's exciting times in the NBA. Good team.
You're right. I haven't even been able to watch any of the games, dude.
Yeah, yo, your Knicks are doing good right now. You should be watching.
I'm about to say, wait.
I should be watching. I haven't watched any of them. I'm like, what the fuck? Because every time, because like also the problem is right. The problem I'm finding is especially during the Christmas period, is like there's so much soccer going on and there's so much basketball going on, and it's like, oh fuck, like what do I do? I don't know how you do it, Rudy. To be honest with you, where you're watching
because soccer's usually like because it starts really early for us, but because like the first game would start at like 7 a.m. or some shit like that, right? And then goes to like 10, 12 type shit. You know what I mean? And then like basketball starts at like 7 p.m. So it's easier for me.
Yeah, strong. What's up, John?
Yeah, hey, gentlemen, we showing faces today?
I'm about to leave to edit, so I can't really show my face like that. But once I get a full episode in, and I want a good camera. I want to see my face with a good camera. I just got this camera on this laptop.
No, I don't know. The camera on the phone ain't too bad, but yeah, I'm feeling on them. I'm using it right now. It's all right.
Oh no, yeah, I'm in my room, but that shit's not even clean, so we not.
Doing that. Show my mess to the world.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, there's no need. I hear that. Strong.
Oh man, so.
Did you see they finally call like all the people from the Capitol invasion?
Huh?
So they caught like most of the people from the Capitol invasion. Like like
no, they didn't.
A lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
No, they got most of them.
I mean,
Most of them is scot free.
There's so much cameras in DC, and the face recognition is so good over there, so they can like.
They can arrest people.
Like in
they can arrest that many people.
But identifying people and catching them are two different things.
Oh yeah, identifying.
They didn't capture most of them.
No, they captured a few of them, but they ain't captured most of them.
Oh, they identified them.
Yeah.
Jesus Lord, what? Yo, I saw they were showing all of the sites that Donald Trump got banned from. One of them is Pinterest, bro. Pinterest.
That don't even make sense. That's just like
oh my days. Now he can't get good baking recipes no more. Donald Trump. Pinterest, bro.
So Donald Trump can't even whack it no more. It's crazy.
He's banned from Pornhub.
He's banned from Pornhub. He can't let it loose no more.
Oh my god. What a shit show, man.
This country's a shit show.
Holy fuck! What happened, man?
Cause at first when I saw it, I was like, dang, like, what's going on? Like, I just, like, dang, like, how could this happen? And then, like, as I'm seeing, like, I'm like, yo, like, I obviously, like, we know the history behind this country, so, like, we don't even have to get into that, bro. But, like, the fact that, at some point I was like, nah, like, bro, somebody's letting them in, bro. Like, I feel like there was some leeway or some type of, I would say, like, maybe cahoots, but I don't know. I feel like this was a little bit more organized than, you know.
Then what?
That just like a random, you know, like, you know, people don't
It's so.
I don't know how to describe it, but like I feel like, you know, maybe if there was some, I would say propaganda, but maybe Trump might have rallied some people up and he kind of build, and then, you know,
I mean, yeah, Donald Trump is he's a propaganda machine, man. He always has been.
Yeah.
But I'm just.
They've been planning this in plain sight for months. Like, if you follow these type of people or the media, they've been having these dates. Say, wait till this day. Whenever something doesn't work out for them, they're like, oh, all right, we got to the certification. Like, they've been planning this for months. So it's not surprising this happened.
Yeah, it's so. You know what I find so funny? Like the fact that like I spent all of last year and the beginning of this year going, that's not really gonna happen. And then you're like, oh, holy shit, it's happened, right? Because like I remember
that mentality, because I feel like everything's escalating worse and worse. So I'm like, I wouldn't even be surprised if this shit happened.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. I'm at that point as well. Like anytime I go, that's not really gonna happen. I kind of catch myself. I'm like, okay, this is a different world to the one you're used to. Jesus.
I was just never naive enough to believe just because we live in America that shit can't happen here. like even if it was not Trump or somebody else, something like this could always happen. This happens all over the world. Why can't it happen here?
Yeah. I mean, I get it, and I probably expected it as well. But you know, it seems like until it actually happens, you kind of have some distance to it. You know what I mean? You're like,
I agree with you on that, Colin. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Until it actually happens.
Only thing was like it just wasn't like well enough. Like they didn't accomplish anything. Niggas ain't steal no checks. They ain't delete no loans. They didn't do anything. Like y'all did all of that just for nothing.
Oh,
And stole some mail and laptop.
I'm surprised nobody set anything on fire.
They probably tried to, but like I don't know.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy. What would happen if an angry mob successfully burned down the White House?
I mean, the Capitol, not the White House.
Yeah, the Capitol. Sorry.
That's what we're doing though, like.
Huh?
At first I thought it was the White House, my dumb ass. I was like, wait, these monsters. But I'm like, that makes no sense because these niggas definitely would have been shot up or some shit, like, bro. Like I don't, like, you know what I'm saying, like the White House.
Yo, when I saw, did you guys see the pictures of like the I don't know, like the security guys at the door, like holding guns to the door and shit? That looked like a movie. That didn't look.
It did. It did.
That didn't look real at all. I was like, what the fuck? No way.
I remember seeing the video of that girl getting shot and her like body just falling in the floor. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I heard that video existed, but I didn't want to. I don't like. You know what?
Bro, who shot her?
I don't know.
I don't know. Ever since that video,
shot him or the police, I'm not sure.
That's what I think it was. It was just like, why did they shoot her?
I don't know, but she dropped like a fucking, like it was dead body. I was like, wow.
Ever since that big ISIS beheading video, remember that one? I'm just not watching people die anymore. I'm just not doing it.
Not anymore.
That big. Do you remember that one? Like I think it was like two journalists that they filmed getting beheaded by ISIS. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I remember hearing about it.
Well, I didn't watch it either, but I saw because the clips of like edited clips where they cut out the gory bit were doing the rounds. I was like, this is fucked. This is in this same world that I live in that this is happening. It's ridiculous. Nuts.
I just
What'd you say?
no. No, continue. I forgot it.
Yo, did you guys do an episode yesterday?
No,
Oh no, you didn't know it.
no. But Rudy, we see that you're back.
Wait. You know what's crazy? All this shit with Trump would have never happened if this coronavirus didn't happen. Like, if there was no coronavirus, he probably would have won, and then who knows what would have happened.
You think you would have won?
100%.
Yeah, that's a fact. No corona, hell yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
You're supposed to win this one. They just said niggas is too. It was like, nah, like this is too much.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but do you guys think that, like, because okay, so obviously the Trump thing is interesting, but do you think that democracy actually exists in America? Like, if they really, like, I'm saying in the sense, like, if they really didn't want somebody to be in the White House anymore, and we voted them in, would they still go in?
If they didn't really want him, well, I don't even think they would reach the White House. They didn't want them to be there.
Huh?
I'm saying they didn't really want them to be there. I thought there would be a concerted effort to get them before they even get to the White House.
Or they even get to the White House. But maybe it's
Yeah.
like, oh, dude, we made a big mistake with this one. Can we walk it back?
Not really, because that's what they just try to do right now.
Oh my days.
So what do you think if Trump runs again? That's the one thing I'm like, damn, what if he runs again?
But okay, so this is the thing that I really like. I have such a hard time wrapping my mind around it. Right, this dude got impeached during his presidency, and what, he can run again in 4 years' time?
Yeah, because what you call wasn't successful.
Oh, well, okay.
If it was successful, that means he couldn't do it, which is why I think they're trying to do it again. But at this point, like, you can't impeach a nigga with 2 weeks left.
Yeah, I hear that. You think if he ran again, he would win?
That's what I don't know.
Yeah, this.
Because I don't know how much, like, what happened, it changed people's minds about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's, like, the very interesting thing to think about. Even, like, what Joe Biden is going to do, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's the thing. Why it's like, I think this election really brought to light the evil side of both parties. I feel like before, like, there was both sides, right? There's good and bad to both sides. There's extremes to both sides as well. But I feel like before, you know what I'm saying, there was always something that either push you to one way or the other. It's like, there's this one thing that I can hang on to, or a couple of things I can hang on to that will really, like, okay, I can focus on this and not worry about the other bad stuff that might be part of this party. These main three things that I want to focus on, and these policies that they have, they're geared toward me and what I believe in is what I can focus on. But now it's like, dang, like, both parties shit is out on the floor. Like, everything, we can see it. We can see the effects. We can see what's going on. We could see, like, you know what I'm saying? We could see, you know, like, I feel like young people now can really see what politics are all about. You know what I'm saying? Not the what we're kind of taught, you know, but we can kind of see the dark side of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you really believe that? You really believe that's what the public perception of politics is right now?
What, that it's dark?
I believe that right now people are seeing, you know, both sides. Before, you know, maybe some people were more incentivized to vote Republican, some are more incentivized to you know, go Democrat. Now I feel like more people are in the middle and just focusing or just
Well,
getting back?
I don't know.
I disagree.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know about that.
I feel like
I think
it actually is getting worse. People going
Getting
more
worse, yeah,
towards the sides.
I was gonna say
That's why I was confused. Like, you think that's a public perception?
yeah. I think we've gone far beyond that, and I think it's social media is partly to blame as well.
No, I don't blame social. I blame like the mainstream media mostly.
I mean, because I feel like everything is being like the extremism is being put out on display, and people are like taking a step back more. Well, I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's how I feel. That people are taking a step back and looking at both sides and seeing like, all right,
No, people are not doing that.
That's what's thinking here. People are not doing that. Like,
People are not, maybe you and me are, but people are not doing that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish they were. It would be nice if they were, but.
Well, America, if you're listening to this, you should consider.
Because I see what goes on my timeline, and my friends are very much polarized, man. Especially on Facebook, that's a good barometer because people themselves and they talk a lot on Facebook about what they believe.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, go ahead, Walter.
The crazy part is when I see these people arguing on Facebook, someone will say something and they'll interpret it a whole nother way than what was said. I'm like, yo, fam, you didn't even say this. Like, you're not even answering what you're saying. Or when somebody like makes a good point, my favorite thing is when a person just stop answering.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like,
that's a fact. They have nothing to say.
See, that's why I can't. That's why I can't fuck with Facebook, man. I can't because of that exact reason. It's like people want to be right, and if you prove them wrong, they don't acknowledge it. It's not a place to debate anything.
Like to be honest, nowadays, like when I see a good back and forth on Twitter, like I'll favorite or like it or like shout the people out, bro. Because you'll rarely see that. Like two people with a disagreement, right? They may may be on extreme on both sides, but they're going back and forth, sticking to the point, not name bashing. Like I respect conversations like that, bro, because you don't see them a lot on Twitter or on Facebook. What I do think, man, I gotta.
Exactly, bro.
But I think it's just simple. It's just people put too much emotions in politics.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, I mean they root for their political parties like their sports teams.
So they root for like it's part of their lives. Like you running around out here with like these flags or stickers on the back of your car, proudly wearing Trump hats every day, like your fam. It ain't that serious. Like
and it's like the rich thing is like the set belief system around because I am a Republican, I have to believe these set of things. Or because I'm a Democrat, I have to believe these set of things. And it's like nothing has to do with, like, for example, your stance on abortion and gay rights. I shouldn't be able to predict what your stance on gay rights is going to be based off of your stance on abortion. They have nothing to do with each other. You know what I'm saying? But these parties, they've kind of monopolized the issues. Where you can't even have a discussion on them.
Listen, Walter, back to your question that you said before, bro. I'd say like, what kind of democracy, bro? Because I really want to say we're not, but I don't want to go all the way over there. The reason why I say it's because like I feel like we actually have there's a hierarchy, right? The rich, right, middle class, and then right. So I feel like when it comes to political parties, when it comes to campaigns, people sponsor these campaigns, bro. And my nigga, if I'm throwing bread to you to win a campaign, my nigga, I'm gonna be looking for the hookup, back, in return, right? So I feel like, before, shit even get started, there's already invested interest, People are supporting you, right? And then obviously, if I support you, I'm gonna, want some need, right? Quid pro quo. What? I can't even say the word, man. I'm gonna shut the fuck up, but you guys get what I'm saying.
What does quid pro quo mean?
It means I do something for you, you do something for me.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Basically. But that would prove to your point, like, are we really a democracy or not? If you could pay politicians before they even get to where they're at.
Cause I know that we there's a lot of things with fucking conspiracy theories, bro. When I think about it, it's like my nigga, like this certain shit is like, bro, like niggas can put two and two together, bro. Niggas can put the pieces together, bro. Like there's some fishy shit going on.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but do you guys think Trump should get impeached or do the 25th Amendment on him?
The thing is the lies, right? That's the big issue. Like, because of how often he's willing to like just lie. And even this is even before all of this election stuff went on. The fact that he's just willing to lie and delude people and spread misinformation, and he's in the most powerful office is a concern. It's a big concern. So I think.
What do you think he can do with this next week, next 2 weeks?
What do I think? What
What is he gonna do within the next 2 weeks that he didn't do before?
What can he do? What can he do? He's gonna have to.
That's what I'm asking you. That's what I'm saying. So, like, what's the point of impeaching him?
Yeah. Well, if he's impeached now, he can't run in 2024, can he?
It depends if the impeachment goes successfully. Like they impeach him successfully.
Yeah.
And the same way last time, he can still run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that would be the point.
But you don't know it's going to be 100% success. You had senators agreeing with Trump, talking about we should suspend this and do investigations after they rushed the Capitol that they was in. But they're not going to impeach him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what they should do. I don't know what they should do.
That's what I'm saying. Because at this point, it's just like it's a symbolic thing. Like impeach him and stuff. The same people that was running the Capitol, they're going to look at that as war too. These people were talking about civil war from the beginning. Like they showed you they're not playing.
Jesus. So you think we could go into an armed conflict very soon?
I don't know about armed conflict because who you gonna fight with? Who they gonna fight with? Like who's the enemy? Are they able to identify the enemies? So not no armed conflict, but there could be more bloodshed, yeah, but not like an actual conflict, like where it's one side versus the other. Because which side is Trump's side against?
Yeah, I mean, they're
not even like Trump's side, just the crazy people on his side.
Yeah, but I think the thing is, those extremes are getting like there's more and more people that are going to political extremes, essentially, right? So that group of people is getting larger and larger, and if it gets big enough, then you could see a civil war happening.
But against who? That's what I'm saying. Like, ain't gonna overthrow the whole U.S. military.
Yeah, that's true. But
then
other factions
who would be the enemy?
Split though. That's what would have to happen, actually, right? If factions of the military weren't united anymore, that they're split.
So I don't know about not united, but there's definitely factions in the military that believe the same stuff as them, like white supremacists or whatever. That's 100%. We're not going to deny that, but I don't think it's enough. Because then you got to ask, who's the enemies? Is it just only by you had to support Trump? If you're indifferent, are you the enemy too?
I don't know, man. I mean, but innocent people die in war anyway. People that are indifferent die in war.
Yeah, but even those people who died, they still identify an enemy within whatever the conflict is.
Yeah. Like, okay, so like this militia group, right? QAnon. Is that them or the Proud Boys? All of these guys, right? They exist. Yeah. They exist, and they're willing to wage war, right? They would be the ones who would wage war.
No, I know the people who are willing to wage, who they doing it against, and also they've proven that they're not really that. When it comes to actually planning out and executing, the execution always fails.
Yeah, okay. Long may that continue, but who knows, man? Shit could hit the fan very quickly, as we found out in 2020.
So, wait, do you agree with all these platforms abandoning Trump and all this other stuff?
I mean, if they think that he's spreading misinformation and inciting violence, then I think it's their right, because these places are private. They're not public, right? They're not public forums. They are genuinely privately owned, right? So yes, I think they are within their right to do that, and I think it's probably right if that's what they believe that's going on, right? Because at the end of the day, they have a responsibility to the people, right? So if the most powerful man in the world is, in their eyes, telling lies, and they think those lies are they could potentially be harmful, then yeah, I think they should censor them.
But indefinitely, forever?
Well, I don't know. What do you think?
It's just like a slippery slope. Like, I understand it, but it's just like if you want to take a 1 week or 2 week ban just to let stuff smooth over, yeah. But just like indefinitely, I don't know, because it's just like it's easy to sit there and say, "Yo, now it's okay," but then when it happens to you, you can't sit there and say it's okay because you already vouched for it.
Exactly, and you're right. You're right. There's people that I mean, Trump is not the only the one person, the first person to be banned from social media, right?
Yeah.
And there's definitely been questionable ban, but like, okay, so like, the musician Wiley.
Yeah, you mentioned it before.
Yeah, like he got banned for anti-Semitic comments, right? And I mean, I think it's the impact of those those words and the impact of people agreeing with you and deciding to do something about it, or if there's like real world consequences to the things that you're posting online, then I think with the safety of the people in mind, then it's right to ban somebody. But if somebody is just expressing an opinion, which Donald Trump was doing for a very long time without getting banned, right?
Yeah.
Then I think that's a very different thing. But then when you're spreading stuff that is incorrect, that doesn't align with reality, and it's causing people to do things like storming the Capitol building, then I think there should be consequences to that, and one of them should be getting blackballed from media, because you can't be relied upon to be responsible with it.
I mean, that's okay, but that's because like we agree with it, right? Because the people who agree with it on Trump's side, they don't look at it the same way. They look at it as like, yo, they fighting for their rights to the vote because they feel like their vote has been suppressed or cheated. However, even if it's based on a lie, they're still fighting for that freedom. So now when it comes to our turn, and if you out on the street fighting for whatever you want, and it actually does get violent, should you then be banned for promoting that?
Okay. I think if I'm representing an accurate picture of reality, right? If the things that I'm saying are true, even though they're controversial, I think it becomes very obvious what the right decision is. But and I feel like I'm repeating myself now, but if you can demonstrate that somebody is saying stuff that is not true for the purposes, like also the intention behind him saying these things, right, has to be taken into account as well. Like he's.
Well, I'm just talking about like a person in general. You can just forget Trump because it might be true, but what if they believe it to be true? That's the thing. Like,
What if they believe it to be true? I mean,
Yeah.
evidence. Evidence is everything. Is there evidence? Because he was given.
Them, they say they got evidence. They say, yo, voting machines was changed. They say this guy invented it in Venezuela, all this other stuff. That's the evidence, not with the bullshit, but that's the evidence.
So I think the grounds that they have is that these matters were taken to court and thrown out of court, right? So like,
Yeah,
the fact that we already have a legal what am I trying to say? You know what I'm saying? We already have legal grounds to believe that the things that you're saying are not accurate. The fact that it went to court and got thrown out of court, then and then you're still kind of spreading it as if it's true, as if it's facts. Then I think the platform does have to take a stand, right?
Yeah.
But I think if it had never gone to court, I think Donald Trump would have been well within his rights to say whatever he wants, and he shouldn't get banned for it. But the fact that these matters were taken to court, in fact, some of the judges that were presiding over the case were judges that he put in place, and they threw it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as much as he was trying to organize things so as to make him correct, it backfired on him, and he's still pushing the same propaganda. It's essentially conspiracy theories, right?
Yeah. But also, some of those cases that were thrown out, they weren't thrown out simply because like they weren't true, whatever. It was just that they said that to raise this after the election, at the time it was too late. Like they should have brought this before the election so they could figure out the process. You can't do it after an election. You can't change it.
Oh, because
some of those judges that threw it agreed with them, but it was just like it's too late. Like you should have brought it before the election.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because like, you know, you can't like wait for the results to come out and see if you won and then claim foul play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, let me see. If I win, then I'm not gonna. And by the way, and we know from a very long time that Donald Trump was not gonna accept defeat. He said it many, many times that he was not gonna accept defeat.
They ask him this like every day. Then he's like, "I'm probably gonna win, but we'll see."
But we'll see.
Yes, I don't know why people was like thought he was about to. Yeah, I don't know, but now the thing is, do you see someone else copying Trump, doing this type of stuff he does?
I mean, I think it very much depends on what happens to him. If he's able to, like, I don't think anything truly horrific is gonna happen to Trump, right? But if there are no consequences or no serious enough consequences for these things going on, then yeah, I think somebody else would probably feel good about trying something like that. Some other billionaire, some other really powerful person that doesn't need government. I think one of the reasons why Donald Trump can play this hard is because he is powerful outside of politics.
Yeah, the only reason why I said that because there actually is a guy who actually doing the same thing Trump is doing right now.
Cool.
Trying to find it. I remember watching a video on it 2 days ago, but he's from Pennsylvania, and he was like a senator, but he lost. He was he's a Republican, but he lost. But then just like Trump, he's saying he won't concede. And the reason why he's saying that because something with the ballots where like they don't have to be dated and signed in one part of the county, but the other part of the county they do have to be dated and signed. Which I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, you're not about to lose the whole election. But the thing about it is, in Pennsylvania, if a person doesn't concede, then the person who won can't be seated.
What? So what happens then?
I don't know.
So you can wait. Let me get this straight, right? You could be senator, lose, be like, nah, I didn't lose. I'm not getting out of here, and then they can't do anything about it. You can just stick around.
Based on the video I saw, that's what was told to me, and I'm like, yo, fam.
The fuck?
But that's what I'm saying. People are already gonna copy Trump. It's just to what extent, how smart is it gonna be? This is just something mine. I'm sure they'll figure out a way, but let's see. The guy's name. But damn. John Corman? No, Jake Corman.
Jay Corman?
Yeah, Jake.
Jay?
Jake.
Oh, Jake.
Yeah. Let me find another article. This one will take forever. But there's people already following these consequences that Trump is doing.
President pro tempore of Pennsylvania Senate. What does that mean? Pro tempore.
I think he's like the leader of like legislator in Pennsylvania, like how like Mitch McConnell and them are the leaders of the House and the representatives.
Which is so Tuesday the Pennsylvania Senate took the only responsible action regarding the uncertainty of the 45th Senate District, which is currently before the federal court. Not only was it appropriate, it required, if you believe in the rule of law, and 3 equal government branches of what? Oh, never mind.
But yeah, and also somebody like Trump, just in terms of the stuff he wanted to do and the attitude and stuff, could come again. It just depends whether it's going to be good or bad.
Yeah. They have to pick better candidates, honestly. Like
100%, but also shows you that you don't have to be in politics though to become a president now. So that could breed better candidates.
Yeah, or it could go the complete other way.
It could, but I don't think people are gonna like if we have someone like Trump again. I feel like that shit's gonna be over with. Like they're gonna be like, okay, we ain't choosing these type of niggas again. But imagine if like Tim Apple was the president of the country. Not Tim Apple. I think what Trump did, but Tim Cook.
Tim Cook. If he was the president.
Yeah. I mean, but think about Tim Cook. The thing for Steve Jobs. Apple just kept going up and up. Reasonable guy. Not a lot of scandals.
But he would have
out of all the CEOs they talk about, like Jeff Bezos and all these other people, this nigga don't get brought up in that evil rich CEO thing.
Yeah. I mean, but he would actually have to step down from his office or his job as CEO, obviously, of Apple. Then would he want
100%? But that's just like one person, one idea. Or you could do like an Elon Musk or whatever, whoever it is.
That's very nuts, man.
Yeah, because like at this point, like, bro, after Trump, like you can't complain about a guy like Elon Musk or like who you just mentioned, Walter. Like you can't say like these guys are not qualified after what we have with Trump. Like,
well, no, I mean, no doubt.
Everybody.
Look, I'm the first person to say that there are definitely smart people in the world than the ones that happen to be in politics that we end up having to vote for, right? And there are definitely people that are better suited to that job than what we have to choose from. But those people, and I've always said it, those people don't want to come into politics. They're happy in their lives doing the things that they're doing. They don't want to come into politics. There's no reason for them to want to come into politics. The type of person that wants to come into politics is precisely the type of person that shouldn't be leading the country, which is a very, I don't know.
Oh shit! You repeat that shit for the people in the back, man. My fault.
Yeah, I mean, am I right or am I right? Like,
oh shit!
People that want power that much shouldn't be leading the country, but the people that don't want the power don't want the power. So it's kind of like, what do you do? What do you do?
Because from their perspective, they feel like there's no incentive, bro. There's just gonna be a bunch of people on their ass, and they're trying to do some good in the world.
Yeah. That's like, I don't even know.
So do you think, I don't know if y'all heard about all these like indictments they trying to put on Trump. You think he's actually going to go to jail?
I think Trump is going to go to jail.
Or just for like any of his taxes stuff, this thing just went through, whatever it is.
Getting locked up?
Yeah, that's what jail is.
Okay. I can't see it. I cannot see it. You're not just gonna, like, what, he's gonna go in there and hang out with, nah, there's no way.
So, but you think he'll pardon himself too before he leaves? Because they talking about that too.
That they're gonna do what?
That Trump is gonna pardon himself before he leaves.
Pardon himself.
Yeah.
I could see that happening, of course. I could see that happening.
Suppose he's gonna pardon himself, his children too. I seen a rumor they say he's gonna pardon Lil Wayne and Kodak Black also.
Oh my days.
Yeah, the funny thing with Trump, like, I don't think he's this crazy, like, extreme racist dude. I just feel like he was just a nigga that wanted power and got the shit, and now he's just doing whatever the fuck he wants. I'm not saying, like, this nigga's a fucking saint, like, don't get me wrong, bro, but I don't think that this nigga is, like, the leader of the KKK, like, niggas make it out to seem type.
Well, I actually disagree with you.
I feel like he's in the middle.
I actually disagree with you on that. I think that he is. I think that I don't think he's extreme racist, but I think he is racist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I would say he's like the extreme, like they break it out.
Yeah.
But
I think racist is racist. I mean, I don't think there's degrees of, like, as soon as you're, because
there is degrees, but I understand what you're saying in terms of principle.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'll give you an example, right? You guys know you saw the show When They See Us.
Yeah,
I think I mentioned it before, right? When They See Us, right? Donald Trump takes out a full-page ad, and basically calls for the death sentence for 5 innocent people that were accused of raping a girl in Central Park. A full-page ad. Okay, I mean, he didn't say the N-word. He didn't shout out the KKK. But that's racist enough.
Yeah, no. Good thing you brought that up. Wow, good thing you brought that up. Yeah.
That's racist. You don't need to be much more racist than that.
Yeah, but also in that document, they showed that there was black people too who maybe not agree with Trump no death penalty, but they wanted them in jail. They didn't believe that they were innocent too. So like, that's just part of the game.
Yeah. Okay. So it's one thing to be skeptical or to believe that they probably committed the crime, but on no evidence to take out a full-page ad calling for the death sentence on a case that you know nothing about. And by the way, those kids were exonerated eventually because the guy finally, you know what I'm saying? So like, he didn't know anything. He could have just stayed silent. He could have just been like, okay, I don't know about this case, so I'm just gonna, you know what I mean, just go about my business and do my thing. He didn't do that.
We look at it from emotion and hindsight because we know they're innocent now, but like back then, we probably might have been like on the same type of time because like it's people who really believe you rape people, you do this, you should get a death penalty, ain't no jail for you. So that thought process is hard for me to understand. Like I understand it. That's like, and I know why Trump did it, but even to just think about it, that the hindsight is different.
Yeah, I mean, you say that. Yes, we have the benefit of hindsight and knowing that these guys didn't actually do it, this, that, and the other. But for you to stick your neck out, you don't know the details of the case. The case is in court. You don't know the details of it. You and me would not stick our neck out and call for the
But it was a public case, though. It was like on TV in court. They were reporting every day. So he probably got whatever was said in court based on the reports. It doesn't mean like the evidence was right, but what you're presenting, what actually happens is two different things.
Yeah, okay, but still, would I like? Okay, so say I believe, they've managed to get in my head with the propaganda machine, right? And convinced me that actually, yeah, these kids did actually do it. I still have to go out and take the full-page ad and say these kids should be put to death. Minors should be put to death. I don't even know if the death sentence is the I don't know, for minors getting interrogated. Like, because here's the thing, right? Like, there've been many other cases like this. Donald Trump has not taken out a full-page ad calling for the death sentence, but these are 5 black kids, and he did it. That's the thing. So I mean, for me, I mean that's one example of something that happened a very, very long time. But what about him? What about now? In terms of the debate, what happened in the debate? The Proud Boys stand back and stand by.
And they stood by and came through. That's what they did.
You see, like, I mean, so I mean, how much more racist do you need to be?
Yeah. Damn,
Do you
bro.
denounce-
Yeah, right.
do you- okay, let me ask you. Let me ask you this, John.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you denounce the KKK?
Yeah, of course.
Walter, do you denounce the KKK?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you didn't even have to think about that. It's not a complicated answer. How much more racist do you need to be? You know, for me, I don't know. Like, I hear the let me give him the benefit of the doubt, but like,
I was just talking about in that situation, but the benefit of the doubt, I don't really care. 'Cause at the end of the day, the most racist president we've had, and he's not the first, so it doesn't matter if he's racist or not.
I mean, it does.
Like if you have a president that isn't racist, then the whole system around is racist. It just don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it does matter, doesn't it? It does. Like if you have if the system is bad, but you have a good person at the head of it, then there is the opportunity for a change in culture. But if the system is bad and the person on top of it is complicit in that, then there is no opportunity. In fact, things are going to get worse because the leader is going to drive them into the worst direction.
But that's not true. That's not true.
Oh, what do you disagree with?
Because you first said the person is good, but the system is bad. They had the opportunity to change it. You don't think Obama wasn't racist and was a good person? The shit got worse as his presidency moved on, and what you call it, and as he left. Now that's not he's not to blame for it, but that's what happened, right? And then even when there's bad people with a bad system, the people who want to change the system have the ability to change it. There's slavery. There's no more segregation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's tricky because obviously, like,
if you have a good person with a bad system, it may make it easier to fight. But if you want to fight, you don't care what's in there regardless. You're gonna continue to fight and push till we get what we need.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you actually for the cause, how it happens, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's very tricky, man. Politics is a mess. It's so messy. Because I think there's plenty of people that go into that world with the best of intentions, right? And the world kind of swallows them up because you have to play the game at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. The game.
But here's the thing: they don't have to play the game. They could, if they're really for the people and stuff like that, they could try to do what they want. If they don't get reelected, they could put their record on the line and say, "This is what I did." But people ain't going to do that. People ain't thorough enough to do that.
I mean, but there've been assassinations that have happened in the past. John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, all of these guys. That you would say are very principled leaders, right? So they go into politics wanting to make a change for the better, right? For the people. And they just get assassinated, right? Because the system doesn't want to change, really. It wants to stay the same and benefit the people that it's already benefiting.
That doesn't mean you give up though. Like a bunch of people who've been killed
Whether
before.
whether you give up or not, if you're gonna get shot, killed, like
Those people who got shot and killed, they knew the consequence of the life they lived.
yeah. But it's like, wow, that's the choice that we're making, right? Either choose the dark side or get shot.
There's a bunch of people who come on the other side of that anyway too. It's not just one thing. You're just looking at the worst possible scenario.
Mm. Well, yeah, that is the worst possible scenario. But these are also like people in positions of general power and authority over the years.
But forget politics. That's just life. People get killed. Stuff happens to people.
Mm-hmm.
You don't gotta be powerful for that to happen to you.
No, you don't have to be powerful to get killed, but like you'll definitely get targeted if your interests do not align with the interests of the people that are buttering your bread.
You said what?
Like if your interests don't align with the people who are buttering your bread, right? Who are kind of responsible for the fact that you are in that position in the first place, then there's no reason for them to keep you around. And if they have the ability to take you out,
So Walter, now the question has been answered. Ain't no fucking democracy, my nigga. All this shit is a fairy tale.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like I'll give you an example, right? So say John, you for example, right? I decide that you're gonna be the president, right? I'm the person providing all the security. I'm the person doing all of the like everything, right? If I'm the person who's responsible for your security, I can take it away at any time, right? And what can you do? I can
Not
just
really,
say,
because are those people gonna follow you? The people that report to you,
are they gonna what?
are they gonna follow you? Because your boss might not be the person you work for. Your boss might be this guy Joe Smo, the head of Secret Service, but you work for the president.
Right. Yeah.
So it ain't gonna be just as easy as that. Like if it ain't set up as easy as that to just say, yo, no more security, you out of here.
I mean, I don't know. I have no idea.
Because I'm sure to even get to the Secret Service, they ain't squeezing those type of people that would just easily do that.
I mean, I think you're being very optimistic about the Secret Service. I think the Secret Service is a group of human beings, and some of them have good intentions, and a lot of them have bad intentions. And
They are, but the only job of the Secret Service is to protect the president.
Yeah, but they also kind of have to make the determination whether the president is worth protecting.
But that's not their job.
It's not their job. It's not their job, right? In an ideal
that's
world,
someone else's job. That's like the Congress job. That's the Congress and his cabinet's job. That's why we have the 25th Amendment.
Yeah.
Like if you need to remove a president, there is a process in there. You don't have to go through no nefarious route or anything like that.
Yeah.
There's two clear processes: impeachment and the 25th Amendment. Like, I don't know. I don't think shit is as scary as some people try to make it seem, like how the movies make it seem. Then the John's question is: we have a democracy. It's just not as like blind as they make it seem, or we don't have the choices they make it seem.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
but it is a democracy. Because you go to some other countries, they're going to tell you we have a democracy.
Well, yeah. I mean, but like that's the thing. It depends on the standard that you're looking at. If you're looking at the standard of the rest of the world, that's a pretty poor standard. Let's be honest. Like, there's very few countries that actually have really good functioning democracy on the planet. On the
My bad,
entire
Tim. I'll be right back.
All right. I mean, we're at an hour now, so we might even look at wrapping up.
Yeah. What are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, there's very few countries on this planet that have really, like, truly well functioning democracies. You know, so it's the bar is set pretty low for America.
But why would you say it's low? Just because other countries don't have it? Why would you say it's low? It would be low for the other countries, not for us.
Well, it would be set low for us because we don't have to be like this. Like, if there's no pressure being applied on this democracy to be as well functioning as it possibly can be, then it's not going to be as well functioning as it possibly can be. Like, I'll give you an example, and this is a crude one, right? The best athletes in the world need each other in order to be at the top of their game, right? They need each other. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo needs Messi. LeBron James needs Michael Jordan. You know, all of these things. You kind of need an example of somebody that's doing it at the very top of their game, and that pushes you to do it at the very top of your game. But if the standard is pretty low, then the best is not that good.
Well, who said the standard is low? Because they're not a democracy. China's not a democracy, but as a country, they're doing pretty good. They don't get attacked. They got money. They got power in the world.
Yeah.
Russia's another country. They don't have a democracy. They're a powerful country. They do basically what they want. So you don't have to be the same thing for the bar to be set low. You know, so we can use those other countries too to make our democracy better. We don't want to be Russia.
Yeah. But they're using but like, you could argue that Donald Trump actually wants he's in competition with these countries. So I think he feels like he has to actually have a dictatorship himself in order to actually be on equal footing with these guys, with the likes of Putin and the Chinese.
Not Donald Trump. It's the whole country. He just brought a focus on it, which was correct. It's just the way he went about it saying it, I think, was wrong.
Oh, man,
Some of these
I'm back.
he was talking about with like China and Russia, they weren't wrong.
No.
You don't agree?
No, I mean, I see it. I mean, I honestly, politics for me is very difficult for me to talk about politics because I don't really know. I don't know too much about it, so I kind of speak on it from the perspective of somebody that's kind of on the outside of it, looking in and seeing what I'm, taking in the information that I can.
Yeah, but because sometimes that's the funny thing, right? It's like something that, I feel like there's a lot of people out there. Obviously, there's people that obviously know politics, bro. But I feel like there's a lot of people, right, that just either don't know or either in the middle, right? And they're just going so hard for it. But with, like, not as much information.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if this wasn't like, it's a tough one, really. I don't know.
Like, I was the same way too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, to be honest, like, obviously, like, the 2 times I really wanted to vote, I could vote. Obviously, I vote for Obama. But like, for me, like, it was like, right. From somebody that maybe not black may not get it about, like, like, hey, I'm saying it's a historic reason, right? It's like, hey, just because somebody's black, right, you should just vote for them. But also at the same time, that was a very, very historic reason that, like, I'm saying, Obama wasn't giving off fuck nigga vibes.
Yeah. It
was also very easy to vote for Obama. So you voted for him just because he was black. I don't blame you.
Yeah, exactly. Because whether here's what I view. Here's how I view Obama's presidency. Whether you think it's a good presidency or a bad one, I think it was a very necessary one. You know.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah.
You know, what I'm saying? Whether you believe he did the things that you think he should have done, I think that had to come to pass.
Bro, first black president in 08, my nigga. 08? Nah, bro. Maybe 2012, I'll be like, all right, but yeah, this boy. But 08, nah, bro. That's way ahead of its time.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna go and do other things and stuff. But it's good to actually have a podcast episode today.
Facts. Yeah. In a minute.
It's been a little while. Anyway, guys, take care. All right.
All right, man.